When should I sign up for Medicare if I have employer insurance after 65? Imagine this: you're turning 65 and you have health coverage through your job or your spouse's job. You might wonder, when is the right time to sign up for Medicare? Well, the answer depends on a few key factors. If you are still working and have employer insurance with 20 or more employees, you can usually delay enrolling in Medicare Part B, which covers medical services. This is because your employer coverage is considered creditable, meaning it pays as well as Medicare Part B. You can keep your employer insurance and wait to sign up for Part B until you retire or lose that coverage. However, you should consider enrolling in Medicare Part A, which covers hospital costs, at age 65. Most people do not pay a premium for Part A, and it can help lower hospital bills even if you keep employer insurance. Signing up for Part A at 65 is often a good idea to avoid any gaps in coverage. Once you stop working or your employer coverage ends, you have an 8-month window called a special enrollment period to sign up for Medicare Part B without penalties. This period begins the month after your employment or coverage ends, even if you choose COBRA or other non-Medicare coverage. If you work for a small employer with 20 or fewer employees, Medicare becomes your primary insurance at age 65. In this case, you should sign up for both Part A and Part B when you first become eligible. Doing so helps prevent coverage gaps and penalties later on. To sum up, if your employer has 20 or more employees and you are still working, you can delay Part B while covered. It's a good idea to sign up for Part A at 65 since it's usually free. When your employment ends, you have 8 months to enroll in Part B during the special enrollment period. And if your employer has fewer than 20 employees, you should sign up for both Part A and Part B at 65 to ensure continuous coverage. Always check with your employer's benefits administrator to understand how your coverage works with Medicare. If you do decide to enroll in Medicare while still working, you might need to submit a form called CMS-L 560 to verify your employer coverage and avoid penalties. Following these steps helps you avoid late enrollment penalties and gaps in coverage. It also makes sure your Medicare and employer insurance work well together after you turn 65.